TYT Sports' Ben Mankiewicz could not make it today, though he is on the line with us to talk some UCLA basketball. What a grand day it is. Ben Howland was fired today after 10 seasons, 3 Final Fours, 4 conference titles. Ben, thank you for joining us from wherever the hell you are. We appreciate it. What was your initial reaction to Ben Howland's firing?
My reaction was mixed. I think it was probably a necessary decision, but much of the UCLA fan base was peculiarly rabid in their vitriol against Howland. And that's foolish. This was an enormously successful coach. I think it's fair to say he's probably one of the top 25 coaches in college basketball. Is he right now for UCLA? Probably not. There had been so much that had gone wrong in the program the last 4 years, even leaving out the fact that we've, only twice been to the tournament in the last 4 years and never got past the second round.
Was it the recruiting classes that failed? Was it players transferring? Was it, the SI report that came out?
My mother uses the word Sturmendrang, which is Yiddish or German or something. That there was too much Sturmendrang around the program. It is this. It is what you say. It is failed recruiting. It is an inability to recruit in Southern California. It is clear that apparently, as we read more and more of his players, they didn't really like him. They didn't connect with him. You had an enormous number of players transfer. Not all of them good players, by the way, or renege on their commitments, like Kendall Williams, a great player in New Mexico, was set to go to UCLA, and then we sort of recruited over him, and then we could have used him the last 4 years. Seems like people can't wait to get out from that program, and that's not how it should be. UCLA should be having elite players. Many of them will leave early, but only the ones who are ready to go. I don't think you have to coddle players, but they have to enjoy the experience. And if guys are leaving to the NBA just because they're not enjoying college, that's a mistake.
Ben, there are a few names that have been floated around in the LA Times. It's per the usual, it seems like. Shaka Smart, Brad Stevens. I also think, and I heard last night that Chris Collins' name was floated around for the Northwestern job, although it seems like he will never take that. I mean, you've been a fan for so long. What name would you like to see, and who do you think is within reach and reasonable?
Well, I think everyone is in reach. It's UCLA, and every single coach, short of Roy Williams and Mike Krzyzewski, are going to take a call, and they're going to have a conversation about it. I don't think most of them will leave. I mean, UCLA fans have this belief that if you offer enough money to Bill Self, he'll come, but I think he's probably got a better job and a safer job and a job that is that doesn't even though there's enormous pressure if you're the coach at Kansas, there isn't as much pressure as there is at UCLA, plus the outside influences. These guys surrounded every day by NBA players and agents for NBA players. But I think the best candidate, the one Dan Guerrero, the AD, seems focused on, is Shaka Smart. I think every UCLA fan should be excited by that possibility, but we don't know what Shaka Smart does with elite athletes yet. We know the system that he runs with the players you can get at VCU, and he looks like a great coach. But here's what I know from previous UCLA coaching experiences, especially those run by Dan Guerrero. We will fuck this up, and we will get turned down by a lot of people publicly. And so it wouldn't surprise me if Shaka Smart turned UCLA down, if Pitino turned UCLA down, and if we end up like with Mike Dunleavy.
Aside from Brad Stevens and Shaka Smart, can you see them not landing the big fish and getting a mid-major coach?
Yeah, like Greg Marshall, who I may not leave either. I think we'll screw it up. I think a skilled, polished AD and athletic department could probably pull this off and pull it off in the way that it ought to be. But our experience at UCLA is it gets bungled, whether it's the cost of living out here or not enough money for assistant coaches. But yeah, I could see this going very wrong. I hope it won't. We're UCLA, goddammit, and we ought to hire whoever we offer the job to. They ought to come, and we ought to pay them a commensurate salary and get this going. The most embarrassing possibility is my last thought. USC also needs a coach. They also have a tremendous amount of money, and if they hire Shaka Smart and he turns down UCLA, that will be as dark a day as there's been in UCLA basketball.
Well, Jamie Dixon is now off the table until at least 2020, so we'll see who lands the better coach first. Ben, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Rick, I'm a big fan. I love your show. I watch it all the time. It is Rick, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
All right, thanks, Ben.